keep saying that women are the weaker sex? Why do they keep why do you think they say that girls, we are the weaker sex? Why do you think they accuse us of being the weaker sex?
I think they say like that because those days most men were the ones who were chosen to be kings, and when like they go for a fight, women are ever remaining at home, and it is men who go and fight for the don't go for the women.
Okay, yes. Why do you think they call you the weaker sex?
Because those days, like in villages when they're having cultural meetings, they chase women away that you go to kitchens and cook food while men remain in the meeting.
Okay, why do you think they?
I think they call the women the weaker sex because those days, like in Uganda, women were not given chances to lead Uganda. This issue of woman MP was not there. So when the NRM government came to power, they decided to bring this issue of women empowerment.
Why are they saying we are the weaker sex? Yes.
Yeah, for me, according to me, I think these people, the men, say that they are stronger than us simply because I've never seen a woman starting to beat the husband, but it's the man who starts beating the wife. Because they think because they have enough money, they pay fees. But to me, I find that men are even more.
Let me ask you.
I disagree with them.
I disagree with her because in some countries like India and Ghana, it is the women that pay dowry to the man, but not the man. So I disagree with her.
I'd like to engage Joyce now.
Okay.
Joyce now.
Yes.
What has determined, I don't know, condition
What makes people think?
this? Because already these kids think, the thought process.
Well, I think this conversation is really, really interesting, and this whole thing about women being the weaker sex has been debated for centuries. But personally, what I think is it's the culture. It's the culture and the translation of culture into practices, norms, social codes, and the entire socialization process of these children. They've seen it, they've lived it. And that is why when it comes to this whole debate about who's stronger, men or women, there's always been a power struggle. And that is exactly what they are living at this moment.
Wait. Because you're fighting time. Do you really think it's true? Or do you believe that women are really the weaker sex?
Let me say something. Because another point is, when you really read the Bible, religious, I'm a Christian. Why do the Bible says that the woman was made out of what? Adam's rib. Were you there when God was creating? In the beginning, exaggerated. So those are the things that have been planted in people's minds. They say that the woman, you're under me, you're weaker sex, those kind of things. Religious also, the religious background should also adjust somewhere, not just to be
Have you ever had an instance where a boy teased you that you are very weak?
Yes.
It was a debate. I like to hear this.
The boys want us. They were saying we are under them. We were made out of Adam's rib. So we can say nothing.
But do you think it's fair? Do you believe that we're actually the weaker sex?
No.
You say it's true?
This is true. Why they say women are weaker sex? For reasons. One, women can't do the role, the sex roles, the gender roles and sex roles. So the gender roles, I've seen men carrying, like men loading and offloading vehicles, of which, madam, I believe you can't load.
I can't give it a chance.
She can load. It's all about
okay, during those days, it was hard. Now, the fights at the children have told you. The army men, most of them were men.
Yes.
So it's done these days that now the women are now engaged in.
But we're in a society where we don't see people fighting, physical fighting.
Because what brought that was only nothing but that the gender roles. But then that's why they look at the roles and say, women are weaker sex.
What about when you look at sex roles? Who does more? Who has more sex roles to play? Women. Just to become pregnant, breastfeed, and the rest of the things.
Let's listen to yes.
I think women are not, because mothers are the one who breastfeed the child and they're the one who produce. They take care of the children until they grow. Teach them good morals.
Okay, let me hear that.
People say that women are weak because even in
Yes, madam.
Me, according to what my friend here had said at first, I think both of us are important according to the sex roles. Yes.
Okay.
Why do you think, I like what she has brought, and I want to us to close like in 2 minutes. What do you think has changed now? Why do you think we are now equal? What is there that can say, no, it's no longer about being male or female, it's about this?
I read it in the textbook of P5, NK Social Studies. It was written what the NRM government has done, because we are going for a debate. The motion was NRM government is causing more harm to Uganda. But me, I went to the other side and I was saying, no, it is just developing Uganda. When I read that, it was even women empowerment. If you are to go to parliament today, you get even women in the parliament, you get many women doing other things. Even like my mom, she's a doctor, but before I thought she could not be without the government.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
I would like to be also a doctor like her.
I like this.
What are those things that have made us believe that men and women now, they are all equally strong?
I also read in the Bible, it was written, there was a judge called Deborah.
Yes.
So God gave her the wisdom to judge fairly.
Fantastic.
So we can be judges too.
I've not heard from that man there. Yes,
This one, yes.
I think we should agree that women and men are equal because some sex roles are played by both man and woman. For example, teaching the children discipline, good morals. Gender roles are also there. The man can also cook when the woman is not around, and the woman can cook when the man is.
You know what, you kids, just clap for yourself. This is very good. Say thank you to your teachers for releasing you. It's coming to 7 and we have to wrap this up. But I would like you to, have the last word. As far as, children who are living in situations where gender-based violence is affecting them, what advice do you have for parents and the stakeholders in this country?
Well, I think the first of all, if parents have conflict with each other, they need to solve it within themselves. Children should not witness violence.
Yes.
Because if they want their children to have a normal, good life, violence should be like completely out of that. And in terms of stakeholders, I think it's very important that you take this issue seriously. Uganda has signed the International Convention on Rights of Children.
Yes.
And if Uganda is going to care about this generation, they need to be serious about it.
Fantastic, good. Well, take a look at Don MC Kapata as he raps and giving us whether the man is
Whether the woman is weak or strong.
Right, take a look at this.
Minibuzz, a minibuzz, 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 minibuzz.
Starting to see things clear.
Minibuzz.
That's why I'm always gonna need you here.
Obutabangu kumaka bweyongedde yatenga businga kukosa bakyala n'abatoto songa nnyingi nnyo we zibuleeta naye ffe nga bavubuka tukoze tutyo kirwanyisa fast tulina okwewala okumala gawasa kiwoba oyagadde omuntu sooka omwetegereze manya ebimunyiiza n'ebimusanyusa tuleme kugwa mu nsobi z'abazadde baffe kirala woba wakula tata wakuba mami wo tekitegeeza nawe wowasa okube mukyalawo kyolina omumanya kiri kintu kimu si buli nsonga ntegonjolwa nakulwana mu maka mwetagamu okuwaŋŋana ekitiibwa okusonyiwa wamu n'okwagalana naye mu byonna twesige Katonda kuba kyemmanyi ye yensibuko y'emirembe
Onkule nnyo njagala nkugambe leero nti nno oli kiso
Minibuzz, a minibuzz, minibuzz, minibuzz.
Hard that I'm starting to see things clear.
Minibuzz.
That's why I'm always gonna need you here.